Hi, I'm Andy McGregor. I am a theatre director and a composer, mainly of musicals, and I'd like to take you through my latest project. A little disclaimer first, you may hear some noises like that in the background. That's because we have two children who were attempting to homeschool, and that's the kind of noise that you get. And I'd like to just show you what I've been working on during lockdown. So I have no idea what that is. Sorry, I don't. You better not be playing with my island. Leave it alone. So I've been working on a show based on the Russian author Nikolai Gogol's short story The Nose, which is a surrealist story about a army major who's not really a major, he just calls himself that, who wakes up one morning to find that his nose has disappeared and there's just a flat bit of skin. Then it's about his adventures going out trying to find where this nose has gone. And when he leaves his house, he is shocked to discover that his nose, in the original story, his nose is like a general in the army and it has a nice horse and carriage and that sort of thing and seems to be doing very well for itself. But the nose refuses to get back on the major's face, much to the major's anger and disgust. I've kind of changed it, updated it a little bit so that the nose is like a kind of pop star. Everybody thinks the nose is great and he sings kind of really big poppy songs. I've also updated the story quite a bit in that I've added some female characters which are barely exist in the original story. The apple of the major's eye is called Sasha Pavlov, who's Russia's first female doctor, and that's the show starts with him getting ready to propose to her the next day. There's absolutely no way, and Sasha makes this clear from the second song in the show, there's no way that that's going to be a yes, but the major's too vain to realise this. It's a sung-through musical, which I love doing. Shostakovich wrote an opera about it, which you can watch a version of online. They did it in England and London last year, I think, and they had a big tap dancing bunch of noses. My version, as I say, is a kind of a mix of pop and kind of old school musical theatre. And I like to play the second song, which is where we kind of meet the major and where we learn where we are, which is in Russia. And I've kind of make a joke about how nondescript all the Russian references are. I kind of like taking the mick out of Les Miserables a little bit, because I love Les Miserables, how they're meant to be in France, but like all the poor folk talk like this, governor, and all the posh folk talk in RP. So it's just British. And so I've kind of done the same with this, but kind of a bit more knowingly. Oh, I should also mention that I've been working with some great singers before all this happened, who came round to my studio and were singing some of the parts for me. On this one song that I'm going to play, I'm singing the part of the barber, who's kind of like the narrator, and also the major. It's just I go from a Scottish accent to a stupid English posh one. That's all that happens there. And also had Cara Swinney, who trained in musical theatre course at RCS. She is kind of singing the chorus and then sings Sasha. She does the same. She goes from an American accent to a silly posh English accent as well. Anyway, I thought I'd play you I'll show you the Logic project as the song plays, so if anyone's interested in recording and that sort of thing, you can get a sense of that and the different instruments that I use, which are mainly Spitfire instruments, which are the best instruments going really. Anyway, this is number 2, Welcome to Russia, song number 2 from my new musical, The Major in the Nose. I hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Russia, a random city somewhere. It might be Moscow or Omsk, who knows, and let's face it, who really cares? All you need to know is that life is grim. The sun never shines and the people are thin, and 90% of the men work for the government. So welcome to Russia. The story we're to tell is strange, and believe me, 'cause I'm the narrator, the barber, and even for me, the crux remains unexplained. So let's meet the star of the show, the man whose nose will soon be in danger. It's time to applaud, if you can be bothered. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the Major.
Major Kovalev thinks he's a major player, but really he's a cog in the machine. To be perfectly honest, he's not even a major.
Failed his exam when he was just 19.
But Major Kovalev still goes by that title, even though everybody knows he just changed his name by deed poll. And that just shows how the major rolls. Everything on a plate, tie always straight. The major is a man who thinks everything he does is quite simply great. He's not a bad man, don't be a hater. He's just not exactly the sharpest razor. So don't go too hard on them. Not really, but okay, whatever you say. Major Kovalev has a secret fancy on a woman called Sasha Pavlov. He meets her every morning on his way into work. He thinks they fit together like a hand in a glove. But Sasha has her doubts, she's a real smart cookie, Russia's first female doctor. And she wishes there was a cure for men like the major. If only there was a cure for men like the major, you'd make a fortune for sure dealing with men like
Major. What a surprise to see you outside my door, just like yesterday and the 10 days before.
Dearest Sasha, you look gorgeous, I must say.
That's very kind indeed, but I must be on my way.
Not seeing a man, I hope.
What's it to you?
Just making conversation.
I'm meeting a patient with the flu.
May I walk by your side?
She lives quite far away.
I really need the exercise.
Okay, whatever you say.
Excellent.
There's something really rather fun about having a man under the thumb, especially when he doesn't even know it. The major's not a bad man, but I can see right through his plan. Like all other men, he always thinks with his prick. This is the house where my patient stays.
It was simply wonderful to see you today. And before you go, might I suggest we meet tomorrow for lunch?
Lunch?
At the Ritz.
The Russian Ritz?
Yes, the Russian Ritz.
Whatever for?
Lovely food and maybe a lick of liquor.
Fine. 1 o'clock at the Ritz it is.